Joining me right now is House Minority Whip Steve Scalise. And Congressman, it's great to see you this weekend. Thanks so much for being here.
Always great to be back with you, Maria.
How long does it take to get the CBO score to understand how expensive this plan really is? There's no score, and yet Nancy Pelosi is still pushing and pushing to get a vote.
Well, I think it's clear they don't want to see a score before they have a vote in the House, because we've been seeing some of the reports. The Wharton School of Business just came out with a summary of their own that's similar to a CBO report, and it's pretty devastating. It shows that they've got about $1.5 trillion in new taxes, but also they have about $4 trillion in spending when you annualize it over 10 years. $4 trillion in new spending with $1.5 trillion in taxes. Both would be devastating. But, you know, you look at the IRS agents alone, 87,000 new IRS agents, and they would have to go snooping into your bank accounts to generate almost $200 billion of money that they're going to be getting. And that's going to be from hardworking people, not the millionaires and the billionaires. These are going to be lower income people. Look, they clearly didn't read the message from Virginia, what you just showed. There wasn't a moderate campaign that Terry McAuliffe ran. When he said parents shouldn't be involved in their kids' education, that is far left radical socialism, siding with union bosses against parents. That was what was rejected by Virginia voters.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the snooping and all of that, because when you look at this agenda from the Biden administration, you've got vaccine mandates, you've got plans for bank surveillance, you've got censorship of speech. I mean, if that's not totalitarianism, I don't know what is. Your thoughts on whether or not that bank surveillance makes it in, because the last I checked, it was out. However, the 80,000 new auditors were in. So if you've got these 80,000, 87,000 new auditors, what else are they going to do? They're going to be snooping.
Right. They're not going to be there to try to mow your lawn or something on a weekend. I mean, 87,000 more. That's more than double the size of the current IRS. My phone has never rang off the hook of people saying, hey, please hire 87,000 more IRS agents. The only reason they're doing it is to generate hundreds of billions of dollars. They're estimating, by the way, they're spending $400 billion based on that. And every time we've tried to bring something, an amendment, to block them from snooping on your bank account, they adamantly block it. So it's clear they want to do it. Otherwise, they would have let us bring that amendment.
Well, you're also trying to block this wild bags of money going to illegal migrants. The White House now says that President Biden's denial to Fox that his administration plans to pay migrants separated at the border was based on the $450,000 price tag for each migrant. They say he is on board with the Justice Department settlement. So you and your fellow Republicans in the House have introduced a bill to block these payments from happening. Clearly, this is an ongoing negotiation within the Department of Justice. They want to pay migrants after they broke the law and crossed into America illegally.
Right. How nutty is that? If you come here illegally, they're going to give you a $500,000 check. What do you think that's going to do to the flooding of people coming across our border right now over in Texas, Arizona? It's going to only make it worse. Tom McClintock has a bill to block this. I'm a co-sponsor of it. So many of us are. But Pelosi is kind of looking the other way. They were hoping nobody would find out about it. Biden tried to mislead people and say it wasn't going to happen until his own Justice Department spokespeople said, well, yeah, we are having these negotiations. This is lunacy, Maria. And think about this, too, in their bill. They're going to have a tax on natural gas. If you heat your home in this winter and you use natural gas, which is maybe half of Americans, you're going to see a dramatic increase in your taxes so that Joe Biden can give $500,000 checks to people who came here illegally. How crazy is this? Wow. Seniors on fixed incomes are going to have the IRS snooping on their bank accounts, paying more while they're on a fixed income for natural gas, so that hard-earned tax dollars can go to people that cross the border illegally. This is madness, and they're trying to do it. They don't want anybody to read the bill, 2,500 pages. No one's read the bill, but you know what Pelosi's adage is. You got to pass the bill to find out what's in it. People are hearing about what's in it, and they really, really don't like this.
That is just extraordinary, and it's on top of all of the other inflation that we're all feeling every day right now. House Minority Whip Steve Scalise, it's always a pleasure. Thanks very much for being here this weekend.
Always great being with you, Maria.